Hey students, I am back again with your English class, and you remember students, we were doing the topic of determiners, and we have taken up by this time articles, and now today I am there with new category, that is demonstratives. Let's start up. Here, what is demonstratives? As I told you earlier too, that demonstratives, the word itself says that it demonstrates something. And what does it demonstrate? It demonstrates about a noun, right? So let's see what is the clear definition of it. These are the words used to indicate which entities they are referring to, which entities are referred to, or they are even distinguishing those entities from the others. For example, that is, they are mentioning about particular entities. Yes, we are talking about these entities only, not about the others, right? We'll be getting the examples too. Let's see. There are four types of demonstratives. Let me tell you first. Five demonstratives are there. That is, one is this, another one is that, next one is these, those. You must have been doing these from very beginner case. So now another one I have added on such, which is also added in the category of demonstratives according to modern usage. So now we'll talk about all these four. These four are quite familiar with you, and this one is quite new. So let's talk about these in detail. First of all, we'll be talking about the uses. What are the uses of these demonstratives? We know that these will demonstrate about a noun, about any entity, about any object, about any person. So where and how it will be used? First of all, it will point out the objects, those are near or those are far. These are used to indicate those objects. So how come? You know that this, that, these, those are used to indicate the things, those are near and those are far. For example, if I say this is a remote, I am indicating a noun, right? So now if I say that that is a beautiful picture, so that is, the thing is far to me. So that is this way we'll be using these demonstratives. This is my pen, that is my pen, these are my pens, those are my pens. So remember, this and that will be used for singular cases, for singular countable cases, and those will be used for plural cases. So here we go with this. The next one, we have another usage, that is refer to previous idea or topic which is mentioned earlier by the same person. For example, if we are talking about we must stay at home, this will lessen the spread of COVID-19. So I am giving this statement, we must stay at home. This will lessen the spread of COVID-19. Here, this, a demonstrative pronoun, is used to talk about whatever the statement is, whatever staying at home is mentioned by me only, right? So here I have mentioned this statement, and this statement is referring to the same person, to me only, and here I am using this instead of again saying this staying at home, because the why do we use demonstratives? We have earlier talked about in the previous video that this lessen the repetition. So here it is lessening the repetition, that is staying at home need not to be added again, right? So next, what we will be doing, refer to statement or idea by another speaker. So earlier in the previous one we have talked about the same person. Now we are talking about the another speaker. Students, you remember that we did that uh, direct and indirect speech? Yes, we did. So now what was being done there? Therein we were quoting the quotation or the saying of some other person, and we were changing into indirect speech. That is, the some other was using that saying. So let me just recall you. In that case, this will be the use of those demonstratives. Let's see the example. Don't you remember that we were using that in that? He says Mr. Sharma teaches me English. I'm sure you remember this direct and indirect speech. He said that. Look, earlier it was the quotation of him only. So now it is by another speaker. So now he said that Mr. Sharma, somebody else is talking about this statement. So now we have used this demonstrative that here in the statement. This is quite well known to you. So another example I have, that is, if somebody would say you, I stood first in the class. So what would you say? Oh, that's nice. So again, here is the usage of demonstratives. This was talked about some other student, and you yourself are replying this. Oh, that's nice. So again, it is these are the things done by two speakers. So now in this case also it will be used. So now next, what will we be taking up? Refer to multiple statements by the same speaker. We have just talked about one statement of same speaker or one statement of another speaker. So now here it is multiple statements. What do you mean by multiple? More than one. So here let's take up the example. For example, if I say you should take care of cleanliness, you should not shake hands with others. You should also avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. So what are these? I have given this example in relation to present situation which is going on, COVID-19 virus. So what all are these? These are more than one statement given by the same speaker. All these precautions, what all these precautions, which all these precautions, these are referring to the multiple statements of the same speaker. All these precautions will keep you safer, right? So this is done. The example is done. So next, let's move to refer to multiple statements by another speaker. So now here we are referring about the more than one statement of another speaker. For example, you must have been watching Mr. Narendra Modi's speech, whatsoever messages he is giving these days. So now we are mentioning, I have taken up the example from that only. Mr. Narendra Modi directed the public to light candles, isn't it? He has directed the public to light the candles. He also advised to switch off the tube lights of home, isn't it? So these are more than one statement. So now those directions, because now I am talking about Narendra Modi's sayings, those directions are going to be pretty helpful for lessening the spread of COVID-19. So here the sayings were of another speaker, right? So the next usage is of refer to a special noun or nouns. How come? Let me just tell you that for example, if we are mentioning about a special person, for example, if I say that she gave an amazing idea, here I am talking about a particular idea, that is abstract noun here I have used. So now that idea, such an idea, now here I have talked about such an idea, because who gave the idea, which idea, we don't know. So now such an idea will improve the result, Which idea? Such an amazing idea, right? So here, minded students, such will be used either in singular case or in plural case. That is, it can be used in both the cases. I have taken up both the examples here for you. That is, some people do not follow traffic rules. Such people should be punished. So here such people refer to group of people. So that is more than one person. Here it was abstract noun, a single noun, singular. Here it is used as plural. So I am there with this kind of video as you were taking up this and that. So easy concept, but you should be clear with the concept. So that is why I've brought about this video. Thank you so much for watching.